Hello and welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, I'm back with another video from Turkey. Yesterday morning I arrived in the gorgeous coastal city of Izmir, which has really surprised me actually. Lots of people on the internet and lots of people who I know told me, it's not worth visiting Izmir, don't stay there for longer than a day, but I've actually found it really gorgeous. However, today we are not in Izmir, we are about 2.5 hours away from Izmir in the ancient city of Ephesus. Now you might have noticed behind me these gorgeous old ancient columns, and that's because Ephesus is an archaeological site, a massive sort of archaeological site that's open to the public, and it's a giant sort of collection and excavation of a mix of ancient Greek, ancient Roman, Byzantine, and like ruins from the Middle Ages as well. And by all accounts, this place is absolutely huge. We've just arrived. It was about a 2.5 hour journey on the train away from Izmir. Although, if you're worried about time, I'm fairly sure it's about a 50-minute drive if you just want to take a taxi. The trains were a little bit difficult to navigate. We had to switch lines a few times and then take a minibus, which took about 10 minutes from the final train station to get to Ephesus. But overall, it only cost me like $3, $3.50 to get here, so I'm not complaining about that. And you know how you never get like a proper idea of a place just from the pictures you see of it on the internet? I guess somewhat naively thought that this would be a place that you could just sort of like drive up to in the middle of nowhere. It's not cordoned off or anything like that. You can just sort of park and walk around. But of course I should have known better. Turkey has been a massive tourist destination for some time, and Ephesus is no exception to this. The entire complex, the entire site is sort of fitted out with a full tourist infrastructure, cafes, restaurants, gift shops, the lot. And my standard ticket to enter Ephesus without any inclusions was 200 lira, which I'm hoping is going to be really, really good value because I've heard incredible things about this place. So, without further ado, let's go and explore the ancient city of Ephesus. Wow, this is incredible, man. Just the size of it as well. Like things like this, you can never really do justice on video, like just how big they are. But here, when I zoom in, you're able to see some people walking down the steps. And you sort of get an idea of just how many rows of seats there are and just how sort of wide this thing is. And just as we walk up to the amphitheater as well, you'll notice like all around you, wherever you go, there are just sort of tons of these old columns that are either sort of broken or have fallen down. And so you kind of get this beautiful graveyard of like Roman and Greek pillars and architecture. Oh wow, dude, check this out. There's like writing on them as well. Wow. That's so cool. I wish I could read all of this, hey? Right, let's go and take a closer look at this amphitheater. Wow, check that out. That's incredible. More of those gorgeous old inscriptions. Is that Greek? Is that Roman? I think it's Greek, no? Oh, wow. That is seriously impressive. And as you go up, the steps get like steeper and steeper. You almost have to like climb on your hands and knees. Wow, this is something else, man. How incredible. And it's in such good condition as well. I don't know, I know with some things like this, there are often like restoration works done on them or whatever. I don't know how all of this can still be original. Like surely a lot of it would have been eroded away, right? Particularly with like people climbing on it and stuff. But yeah, something for me to do a bit of research on while I'm here. But check out this view. So this is a view from where we are currently. And then like the very top level is still sort of situated behind this fence here, and we're not allowed up there. Yeah, exceptional, just incredible. And I reckon the acoustics on this place would have been insane as well. Like imagine seeing a concert here. So yeah, in the comments, drop what band you would like to see most here. But from what I've seen, there is so much other cool stuff to see here, so let's continue on and we'll go check out what else we can find. You'll notice as well when you're walking around, like you can see this sort of big crane behind me, and there's lots of sort of fencing and scaffolding put up around some of the structures also. It looks like they're doing a whole bunch of restoration work, which I suppose is pretty cool. Yeah, I guess it's sort of good to keep places like this intact, so people can learn about history and what have you. It's probably not the best idea to let them crumble. Oh wow, check this out. So this is the Hellenistic fountain house. Cool. Dates back to the 3rd and 1st century BC. Wow, so this thing's over 2,000 years old. Right, so we're heading this way. I've just seen a sign that says the library is in this direction. And from what I've read on the internet, the library is sort of like the most well-preserved part of Ephesus. It's sort of like these 4 or 5 columns, I guess. And yeah, it's just gorgeous from what I've seen. Oh, dude, that's it as well. That is insane. You aren't even ready to see this. Check this out. How amazing is that? That is something else, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm speechless. Let's go down and have a look at it closer. Whoa, there are quite a few people here as well, and I guess it's no wonder. Like I said in my last video in Istanbul, like, you can't really complain about there being lots of tourists here, because, like, yeah, of course, everyone wants to come and see this. It's amazing. Dude. That is mind-blowing. I think I'm just going to sit down and just stare at it for, like, I don't know, forever. Hopefully I can. That is just unreal. And it really is well preserved. Like, the details and the carvings on top of the columns and the statues that are in the walls. It's crazy. And I'm fairly sure that this is one of the oldest parts of Ephesus as well. I think this is over 3,000 years old from what I've read. And if you take a closer look on the walls as well, you'll see there's like more of that writing, that inscription that survived. Also, how good is the zoom on this camera? Xiaomi, you still haven't sponsored me. What's up with that? Oh, it's so gorgeously smooth. So we're at the main gate, the entrance to the library. Let's head inside and we'll see what's there. Oh, there's actually not much here at all, which, you know, is to be expected, I suppose. I didn't really expect the books and the scrolls to survive. I suppose the beauty of it all is all from the front. But that's still a really gorgeous view out into the courtyard, and they've even sort of inscribed some information on the walls about this place too. Not that I can read it, but... Oh, cool. The statues are in such good condition as well. I mean, like, this one's missing its head, fair, but if you come over to the other side, that one's missing its head as well. But there's one of them, I promise you, that's in really good condition. Yeah, there she is. She's still got her head. And she's also still got, like, half of her nose, which is really unusual. Like, old statues, the nose usually, like, wears away first. There are all these cool little galleries to the side of the library as well. It's awesome that so much of this is still standing. Oh, again, yeah, I meant to find out how much of this was all reconstruction work, but I don't think it's that much. That is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon this might be one of the coolest places I've ever seen. I've been lucky enough to see a lot of nice places in my time, but that might be one of the coolest ever. The cool thing about this place is that everything is sort of so intact that it gives you like a really good feel and a really good idea of how the city or the town would have been laid out. Like with a lot of the ruins you'll go to, it's just like one building or a few columns or whatever. And it's sort of hard to put yourself there. It's sort of hard to imagine what, you know, life at that time would have been like. But with a place like this, there are so many sort of buildings and structures still intact. Yeah, it really sort of helps with the continuity of the story. So like this would have been, you know, a street or a walkway lined with the columns, and then the library's over here, and yeah, it's cool. And we've circled right round, I suppose. We're now on the street that sort of leads down to the library. In front of it we came, I guess, to the library from the sort of road that's on the side. And yeah, yet again, this is spellbinding. So what have we got here to the left of me? We have got the Temple of Hadrian. Again, 2,000 years old and remarkably well preserved. And who's this guy on the top? Is this the god who the temple's built to? Oh man, that detail is incredible. And we've just now reached the top of that very grand street that leads down to the library. It's headed by these gorgeous columns and these amazing statues too. And it seems that right at the top of our main street, we've sort of got like a sort of lookout point. I guess this is like one of the highest spots in Ephesus, and this is pretty cool. Actually, it gives you like a very good idea of the scope of this place. But yeah, I'm not going to go through and show you every single thing there is here. We'd be here for days, weeks probably. Yeah, what a treat this place is. Just magical, enchanting, awesome, well-preserved piece of history. And this should be on the top of your list if you are coming to Turkey. So with that said, that will probably do us for today. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more of my travels in Turkey and around the world, do like, follow and subscribe. Until next time.